Possibly the newest friend of Winnipeg Blue Bombers quarterback Zach Collaros, Taylor Swift, is said to be able to attend the Super Bowl, in which Collaros' college roommate Travis Kelce will play, and obviously Swift's boyfriend. And there are a bunch of props available at 3downnation.com involving just Swift in the Super Bowl. So I guess we're going to be Swifties here for a little bit, fellas. The most intriguing ones to me are, will Swift be shown during the national anthem? And how many times will she be shown during the national anthem? Over or under 1.5? Both of those props are currently right around even money. So how do you guys feel about those two to get us started?
I know that some people are suffering from Taylor Swift fatigue. Personally, I'm not. I think that she's great for the NFL, and I think that she's great for engaging, especially a young female audience. We need more female football fans, and I do think she's going to be shown during the national anthem, but I also think that this is a good opportunity for the under here. I think that Fox will want to celebrate the artists who are performing ahead of the game, be it God Bless America or whatever, God, all the stuff that they like to sing before these big games. I think that she'll be shown once, but once only. So I will take the under here.
I will take the over. I think it's going to be 2 times. I think they do a nice shot of her right near the start of the anthem. And then I think she's the finishing shot right when they hit the high notes and it's all about to go off right before the Jets fly over. They're going to end on Taylor Swift because she is the star of the show right now. But as a member of 3 Down Nation, I'm just really more interested in how many times is Nathan Rourke going to be shown during the national anthem at the Super Bowl. I think it should be at least 3.
I don't think she will be shown at all during the national anthem. As Hodge said, it should feature the singer, and they usually like to show, crowd shots and player close-ups of, Patrick Mahomes in this case, and Brock Purdy, and the head coaches, Kyle Shanahan and Andy Reid. So I'm going to say no for both of those. There are a couple of other intriguing ones. The Swifties are going to love this next one. Will Travis Kelce propose to Taylor Swift at some point on Super Bowl Sunday, I suppose? Yes, currently is plus 1,060. No is minus 3,000. These odds, of course, are subject to change. But do you think Kelsey's going to pop the question at the Super Bowl to Swift?
I have to say no here. And look, there's a lot of money to be made if you're willing to put money on yes at those long odds. But this is a couple. And by the way, I know a lot of people have speculated, and it is all speculation, that this is a fake relationship meant for publicity. Personally, I don't fall into that camp. I'm speculating as well. I don't think Travis Kelce needed the extra Instagram followers, and Taylor Swift certainly didn't need to cash in on the cachet that Travis Kelce provides, because though football fans tend to live in their own little universe, she already had a lot more notoriety and fame than Travis Kelce did before this relationship started. But despite the fact that I think this is a legitimate relationship, I also think that it is awfully early for these two to be getting engaged. I do believe in love, just like that wonderful song by The Darkness. I believe in a thing called love, but I don't see this being a proposal on Super Bowl Sunday.
I think there's a chance that there could be, but only if the Chiefs win. And because I don't think the Chiefs are going to win this Super Bowl, I'm also going to fall into the no camp. Nobody's getting down on one knee and popping the question after they've just suffered a devastating Super Bowl loss. I think that's going to be what Travis Kelce is going through emotionally at the end of this game. So I will go with the no, which is a good thing for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, because we all know that June is the time for weddings, and Zach Collaros has other things to do other than being Travis Kelce's best man.
I'm sure he'd love to be there, though, at that wedding. For the uninitiated, Zach Collaros was in the suite that Taylor Swift was in during the AFC divisional round game at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo when the Chiefs pulled the upset on the road on their way to the Super Bowl. The other prop that is available, will the MVP mention Taylor Swift in his speech? yes, plus 600 currently, no, minus 1100. And I guess, fellas, this kind of goes along with a potential parlay because I don't think any other player is going to mention Swift in their potential MVP speech other than Travis Kelce. So if you want to put Travis Kelce together with this prop, if you're going to say yes, that Kelce's going to win the MVP, I think there could be some value there.
The only issue is, how does Travis Kelce possibly win MVP here? Because if he touchdown passes, Patrick Mahomes is still going to be the MVP, right? Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback, is going to be the MVP. Everybody wants to be Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is a massive name, obviously, down south. So for that reason, I'm going to say no. I at least that's where I would put my money, though the juice is terrible for that particular bet. I don't think that she's going to be mentioned. The only way I agree is if it is Travis Kelce. And Travis Kelce, for the same reason that it's going to be super hard for any receiver ever to win this award, is because anything they do gets filtered through the quarterback. And the quarterback traditionally, even with a mediocre performance, if they are the winning quarterback of the Super Bowl, there's a great chance they're going to be named the game's MVP.
Picture this, gentlemen. Brock Purdy steps to the podium to accept his Super Bowl MVP trophy. He goes, "They all counted us out. I was Mr. Irrelevant. Nobody believed in us. Not even Taylor Swift believed in us." The crowd goes wild. I'm saying yes. Super Bowl MVP Brock Purdy will name drop Taylor Swift in his Super Bowl MVP acceptance speech.
That would be so villainous.
I do think there's a possibility that if Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP, he's so aware of this stuff, and Taylor Swift's bestie in the suites for all of these games, I think she's been to a double-digit amount of Chiefs games this season in all of the playoff games, is none other than Brittany Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes' wife. And Mahomes understands brand value and the marketing opportunities that perhaps there's a small chance that he drops Swift's name, but I don't think so. I would say no, guys. And just so the people know, Reba McEntire actually is set to sing the national anthem before the Super Bowl, just for everybody out there and the country fans that are tuning into this. I'm sure they'll like that she's on the mic before the kickoff of the Super Bowl, or what are we calling this? The T-Swift Bowl, because, fellas, the ratings for this game, they're projecting them to be over 100 million in the United States. I think they'll be over potentially 8 million, maybe even pushing 10 million in Canada because of Taylor Swift's involvement. So whether you like it or not, football people in Canada and the United States in the business of football are going to prosper from this Taylor Swift connection and relationship with Travis Kelce.
I agree. I'm excited for it, despite the fact that, honestly, did anybody want this matchup? I wanted Ravens-Lions.
That's true.
This matchup's great. It's exactly what I predicted would happen instead of you two bozos out here talking about the Lions getting through.
Detroit should have won that game.
I said the Lions didn't have a chance, for the record.
Okay, fair. They did actually have a chance, though, so you're wrong. It was close.
You know I like my hyperbole, Dunk. I love my hyperbole.
The Lions should have won that game. And again, if it wasn't for Taylor Swift, I would not be remotely excited for the Super Bowl. She is the only reason I am even somewhat hyped for this matchup that honestly feels stale. We just watched these two teams play like 3 years ago.
You're just salty that
Hodge
Brock
is
Purdy,
officially a Swiftie.
Yeah, I'll be a Swiftie. Sounds good.
You're just salty that Brock Purdy is no longer the quarterback of the future for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
He was once on their negotiation list. And I will say, just to get back to Taylor Swift real quickly, I do think they will show her during the game. That shot last week after Travis Kelce scored the opening touchdown of the game against the Baltimore Ravens, they went right to her in the booth celebrating her boo thing, scoring a touchdown. So I think they will show her. Featuring her is only going to benefit the NFL. I do feel a little bit bad, though, for Usher. He's going to be the halftime performer, and I feel like he's going to get upstaged just by Taylor Swift's sheer presence. She's actually got a concert performance in Asia, I believe. I don't know how familiar you guys are with her schedule. Tokyo, there you go. And because of the time difference, she's going to be able to fly back and make it, it's nice that you can do those kind of things when you have a private jet.
It will be an interesting storyline to follow. And obviously they're going to be showing her left, right, and center. And if you're confident you can make the right prediction, then put your money down, place a bet. You never know. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift might not be the only two people to benefit and make some money off of this well-publicized romance.